Hi everyone, welcome back. Welcome to Educate Tutoring Center. You're with me, Mr. Sofian. Today, we're going to continue to do some more practice questions on addition and subtraction within 10,000. So here now on the screen, you can see some questions. We stopped at number 15 last time. So for those who just joined us this time, you can look at question number 1 until 15 in another video. And today, what I'm going to do is to continue to work on question number 16 all the way to 20. And then we will move on to 31, which is subtraction questions, all the way to 40, and we'll stop there. Okay, so now let's get started with number 16, boys and girls. All right, so number 16. I'm going to use this screen, this part of the screen to write down what I need to write. So I call that's my working space. So you always have to do some working like this. So number 16, 7,849. I'm going to write down here 7,849 plus 999. So I write 999. So I draw a line, and remember that's a plus operation. Okay, so remember that you always have to put it in this format to help you out. So 9 plus 9 is 18. Remember, two-digit numbers, 18. So what do we do with the back digit? Can anyone remember from the last video? We were talking about what to do with the back digit and what to do with the front digit. Okay, so for those who don't remember, so the back digit goes here right at the bottom of what we are working on. Okay, so the back digit goes to the bottom of that group that we are working on. And the front digit goes to the top of the next group. Okay, you keep one there. All right, so now this is what we'll do. 1 plus 4 plus 9. Okay, now last time I said it's easier if we do this first. 1 plus 9, which is 10, and then plus 4, which is 14. Okay, 14. Now 14, the back number goes to the bottom of the group that we are working on, which is this group. Okay, and the 1 goes to the top of the next group. We keep 1 here. All right, now as you can see, we have 1, 8, and 9. So again, we'll do the same, 1 and 9 first. That's easier because 1 and 9 makes 10. Okay, and then 10 plus 8, that's 18. Again, 18. And the back digit goes to the bottom of that group that we are working on. And the front digit goes to the top of the next group. Now, because there's nothing here, so we'll just add these two numbers together, 1 and 7. 1 and 7, you add them together, 1 plus 7, that will give you 8. Okay, so the answer to number 16, which is 7,849 plus 999 is 8,848. Okay, that is the answer. All right, now I'll try to do number 17 on the right hand side. That's my working place. So number 17 is 5,683 plus 1,998. Draw a line, and that's a plus operation. Remember, this is a plus operation here. Okay, now let's start the calculation on the right hand side. So 3 plus 8, 11. The back digit goes to the bottom. The front digit goes to the top. Okay, now remember 1 and 9, that's easier for us. 1 plus 9 is 10 plus 8, that's 18. back digit goes to the bottom. Okay, the front digit goes to the top. Here we can see again 1 and 9, boys and girls. That's 10. 10 plus 6, 16. Okay, oops, 16 I mean. And then the back digit goes to the bottom and the front digit goes to the top. Okay, so 1 plus 5 is 6 plus 1. 1 plus 5 is 6 plus 1, 7. Okay, so that is the answer. So the answer to number 17 is 7,681. All right. So for the next 3 questions, I will not be writing these numbers anymore. You just have to be able to imagine that in your head. So which one is a back digit, put it at the bottom, and which one is a front digit, put it to the top of the next group. Okay. Great. So I'm going to erase this on the left-hand side and the right-hand side so I have my working space. Okay. I want you to get ready as well, because we are going to do the next question, which is question number 18. All right. Let's get started with number 18. So number 18, what does it say? 6,263 plus 2,997. Okay, so that's a plus. Okay, 7 and 3, or 3 and 7. Okay, 3 plus 7 is 10. 10 has 2 digits. Okay, the back digit is 0. The front digit is 1. Okay, 1 and 9. That's 10. And 6, 16. Okay, 1 plus 9 is 10 plus 6, 16. 16, the back digit is 6. Right at the bottom here. The front digit is 1. I'm going to put it on top here. Okay. 1 and 9. Okay, 1 plus 9 is 10. 10 plus 2 is 12. 12. 12 has 2 digits. Okay. Back digit goes here. Front digit goes to the top. All right. So now 1 plus 6, 7. 7 plus 2. 7 plus 2, 9. So the answer is 9,260. Okay. So the answer to that is 9,260. All right. We're following. So next we are going to do number 19. 19 is next. So let's get started with 19. I'm going to write it down here. So 3,998. Okay. Plus 1,283. Okay. Plus. So 8 plus 3, 11. 11, the back digit is 1. And the front digit is also 1. I put it on the top here. Okay. 1 plus 9, 10. Plus 8, 18. 18, the back digit is 8. The front digit is 1. Okay. Again, 1 and 9. That's another 10. 10 plus 2, 12. 12. The back digit is 2. The back digit is 2. Okay. And the front digit is 1, which I put on top here. So 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. So the answer to question number 19 is 5,281. Okay. Now finally, number 20. I'm going to do it number 20 here. Okay, number 20. 4,286, and then 2,333. Okay, draw a line, and that's a addition. The plus sign is gonna go here. All right, 6 plus 3, 9. Okay, 8 plus 3, 11. 11, 2 digits. 11, because they're 2 digits, the back digit goes here, the back digit goes here, and the front digit goes to the top of the next group. 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 3, 6. Okay, so you go, we get 6 here. And then finally, 4 plus 2 is 6. All right, so the answer to this one is 6,619. Okay. All right, so that is question number 20. Now we are going to skip question 21 all the way to number 30. Okay, because I want to move on to subtraction, which is number 31. So today we will stop at number 40. Stop at number 40. Okay. All right. Now, it's a bit small to work on this one. So what I'll do is I'm going to write down things here. Okay. 1, 4, 6, 8. I'm just going to copy what's here onto here. 3, 4, 6, and that's minus. This is subtraction. Remember, this is no longer addition. Okay. Now, the same thing with subtraction. We're starting from the right-hand side. 8 minus 6. Remember the top minus the bottom. Okay. Do not do the bottom minus the top. Don't do 6 minus 8 because that's wrong. Okay, so what do we do? 8 minus 6. 8 minus 6 is, anybody? 8 minus 6 is 2. Yeah. 8 minus 6 is 2. What about 6 minus 4? Next group, 6 minus 4. 6 minus 4 is also 2. Okay, remember, when you get the answer, write it down at the bottom of that group that you're working on. Okay, don't write it anywhere else. Now, the next group is 4 minus 3. 4 minus 3 is 1. Yeah. And then 1 minus nothing. 1 minus 0. Basically, nothing means 0. 1 minus 0 is 1. Okay, so that's the answer for number 31. Okay, 1,468 minus 346 is 1,000. Why did I put it there? Okay, should be 1,122. Where's my 2? Okay, and 22. So 1,122. All right, now let's work on. Okay, let me see. Let's work on number 32. Okay, 1,829 minus 1,738. Draw a line. I'll put a minus here. So let's start from the right-hand side. 9 minus 8. 9 minus 8 is 1. Yeah. Okay, the next one is 2 minus 3. So the smaller number minus the bigger number. Okay, so technically that's not possible. Okay, so what do we do when we have small number the minus a big number. We need to borrow 1 from the next group. Okay. And when we borrow 1, that becomes 7 left here. Okay. And when you give 1 to here, that means you actually give 10. So 2 becomes 12. All right. Now let's start this one now. 12 minus 3. 12 minus 3 is 9. Yeah. Okay. All right. 7 minus 7. What is that? 7 minus 7 is 0. Okay. And finally, 1 minus 1 is also 0. Okay. Now, you don't have to write the 0 if it's in front. Okay. If there are 2 zeros or 1 0 in front, you can just get rid of the 0. So that is actually equals to the same as 91. Okay. So we can write down here the answer is 91. Okay. I'm going to redo so that I write it nicely, because 91, the 10's belonging to here and the 1 belongs to here. Okay. Now, since we're talking about getting rid of zeros in front, if we have number like 1021, we can't get rid of the front numbers here, okay, because there are no 2 zeros. I mean, 1 is 0 and 1 is 2. Okay, this is different from 0021. 0021 is basically the same as 21, but 1021 is actually 1021. Okay, it's not just 21. It has the 1000, has some values. Okay, boys and girls. All right. Let's clear the screen, and then we can move on to number 33. Number 33. Now, if you want to pause the video and start doing 33, 34, all the way to 40, you can do that. And then you can restart the video just to check your answers. And then for anything that is wrong, you can also listen to the working that I will give. Okay. So number 33 now. Number 33, I'm going to write it down here. 6,042. Okay. And 423. I'm going to write it down like here, like that. And I put a minus. Okay. Let's start from the right hand side. 2 minus 3. Again, you see this small number minus big number. No, we can't do that. We have to borrow 1 from here. 4. Can I take 1 from you? Okay. That leaves you 3. And now 2, because you borrow 1, means you give 2 10. Okay. This is the same as you give 2. Sorry, you give 10 to 2. Okay, so that's 12 here now. When you borrow 1, means you give 10. 12 minus 3. 12 minus 3 is 9. Okay. 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. Now, 0 minus 4, nothing. And then minus 4 is impossible. Here we need to borrow again. We need to borrow from U6. It becomes 5 now. So when I borrow 1 means I get 10. Okay, I get 10. But 10, and look at the number here. Okay, 10 plus 0. 10 plus 0, so that means only 10. Okay, if this number is 1, that means 10 plus 1. If this number is 2, that means 10 plus 2. Okay, but this is 0, that means this is 10 plus 0, and the answer is 10. Now, we can do the subtraction now. 10 minus 4. 10 minus 4 is 6. And 5 minus nothing. is 5. So the answer to number 33 is 5,619. Okay. Let's work on number 34 now. Number 34 is 2,005 minus 1,967. Okay, draw a line, put a minus operation here. Now we can start from the right-hand side. 5 minus 7. Again, we have small number minus big number. Okay. Therefore, we need to borrow from the next group. Okay. So this is 0. Okay. And then this is 0. What do we do? This is the tricky part, right? This is the tricky part. So we can't borrow from here because there's nothing. And this one has to borrow from here. This is nothing. And this one has to borrow from here. Okay. Now, let's not worry about that. We start from here. Okay. Because this has nothing. I want to borrow from you. Hang on before I give you, because I've got nothing. Before I give you 1, I need to borrow from my neighbor here. So 2, can I borrow 1 from you? Okay, take 1 from me. Leave me 1. Okay. After you take 1 from 2, that only leaves 1 there. Because you actually take 1 and put it to this group. Okay, that means you give it 10. You give 10 to this group. Okay, 10, and originally there's nothing, there's 0. 10 plus 0 is 10. Okay, that's what happened. Now, I have 10 now. You said you want to borrow 1 from me? Okay, you can take 1 from me. Now I've got 9. Okay, I've got 9. So when you borrow 1, that means you get 10. 10, and then what is this? 0. 10 plus 0 is 10. Okay. Now, it's 5's turn to borrow 1 from 10. Because I've got 10 now, you can borrow 1 from me. Okay, that leaves me with 9. That leaves me with 9. And you get 10. Okay, you get 10. 10 plus 5. 10 plus 5 becomes 15. Okay, I know it's a bit, too crowded, but you have to pay very close attention to what's written in each group here. Because now 5 becomes 15. Because you borrow 1 from the 10, leaving that group only with 9. Now we can start doing the subtraction. 15 minus 7. 15 minus 7. Okay, my 15 looks like S. I'm going to fix that up. Okay, let me fix that up so that's clear. Give it a good 5 here. Okay, yep. 15 minus 7 is 8. All right. Now, let's take a look at next group now. 9. Remember, we had 9 left. 9 minus 6. 9 minus 6 is 3. Okay. Next group. 9 minus 9. 9 minus 9 is 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. Okay. Now, because they're all zeros in front, okay, all we need to do is to write 38. We can forget about the zeros in front. Okay. So the answer to number 34 is 38. 38. Okay. Now, number 34 was a little tricky. If you need help, you can always go back and look at the working again. Okay, you can go back a few minutes on this video and look at the working. So I'm going to erase this now so I can continue to work on number 35. All right, I hope you're ready for number 35. 35. So what do we have here? 7,428 minus 2,789. Draw a line, put a minus sign. Okay. Now, let's work on this one. 8 minus 9. 8 is smaller than 9. Okay, again, we need to borrow from here. Okay. Now, if I take one from here, you only have one left. Okay. And because I borrow 1 means I get 10. 10 plus 8. 18. Okay. Now, we can do this group now. 18 minus 9. 18 minus 9 is 9. Okay. Next group, 1 minus 8. 1 minus 8. 1 is smaller than 8, so we can't do that. I need to borrow from the next group. Okay. So if I borrow 1 from 3, if I take 1 from, if I take 1 from 4, that only leaves 3 here. Take 1 away. Okay. So that means I get 10 here in this group. I get 10. 10 plus what's already here? 1. Okay. 10 plus 1 becomes 11. Okay. Now, 11 minus 8. 11 minus 8 is 3. Okay, 11 minus 8 is 3. Now, next group, 3 minus 7. Okay, again, we get smaller number minus big number. Sorry, can't do that. We have to borrow 1 from 7. Take 1 from 7. If you take 1 from 7, that leaves only 6 here. Because you take 1 means you get 10. 10 plus 3. 10 plus 3 becomes 13. 13 minus 7. 13 minus 7 is 6. Okay. Now, 6 minus 2. 6 minus 2 is 4. All right, so the answer to number 35, 7,428 minus 2,789 is 4,639. Okay. Let's move on to number 36 now. So we have 5,064 minus 2,517. 4 minus 7. 4 is smaller than 7. We can't do that. So let's take 1 from 6. Let's take 1 from 6. So after you take 1 from 6, it only has 5 left. And because you take 1 from 6, you give it to 4. That means 4 gets 10. Okay. Now, 10 plus 4. 14. Okay. So, when you borrow 1, you give this group 10. Okay. You add 10 to the 4. 14 minus 7. 14 minus 7 is 7. All right. The next group is 5 minus 1. 5 minus 1 is? Can we do that? Yes. This is bigger. Certainly we can do that. Big number minus small number. That's fine. So 5 minus 1 is 4. Now the next group is 0 minus 5. Small number minus big number. No, we can't do that. Sorry. We have to borrow from number 5. So if you take 1 from 5, that leaves 4 here. And give 10 to this group. Getting 1 or borrow 1 means getting 10 here. 10 plus 0, 10. Okay. Now, 10 minus 5. 10 minus 5 is 5. 10 minus 5 is 5. Now let's look at the last group. 4 minus 2. 4 minus 2 is 2. So the answer to number 36 is 2,547. All right. So we have to be very careful in doing these questions. All right. I'm going to clear the screen and move on to 37. If you need a break, you can pause this video. You can go and get some drinks, you can go to the toilet, and then when you come back, you can restart the video. All right, now we can start number 37. 37 says 4,600. Okay. 4,600 minus 1,839. All right. Now you can see 0 is a smaller number than 9. 0 minus 9 is impossible. I need to borrow from you, but you also have 0. Okay, that's not good. That means I have to borrow from you. Okay, and this is not 0, that's fine. So take from 6. Take 1 from 6. If you take 1 from 6, leaves only 5 here. And when you give 1 to this group, okay, you can't give 1 to the last group, okay? Don't give to this group, okay, because it only goes to the next group first, okay? So this group gets 10, okay? 10 and 0 is 10. Now, this group needs to borrow from here, so 10 becomes 9, okay? And then I get 10. I get 10 and look at myself. What do I have? Nothing. 10 plus nothing is 10. Okay, now we can start working on the subtraction. 10 minus 9. 10 minus 9 is 1. Okay, now moving on to the next group. 9 minus 3. 9 minus 3. 9 minus 3 is 6. Okay. Moving on to the next group, 5 minus 8. 5 minus 8. Small number minus big number. No, I can't do that. Okay, we have to borrow from 4. If you take 1 from 4, that leaves only 3 here. That means I get 10. 5 gets 10. So 5 plus 10 is 15. Okay. 15 minus 8. 15 minus 8 is 7. And 3 minus 1. 3 minus 1 is 2. So the answer to question number 37 is 2,761. Okay. Let's move on to number 38. Okay, 38 is 6,270 minus 3,724. 0 minus 4. Can we do that? Small number minus big number? No. I need to borrow from 7. So if I take 1 from 7, that only becomes 6 left. Okay, I get 10 here. 10 and 0. 10 plus 0 is 10. Okay. Now, we can do the subtraction now. 10 minus 4. Big number minus smaller number. 10 minus 4 is 6. 6 minus 2. 6 minus 2. Okay, is 4. 2 minus 7. Small number minus big number. We cannot do that. Borrow 1 from 6. If I take 1 from 6, this one only has 5 left. And I get 10 here. Okay, I get 10, so 2 plus 10, 12. 12 minus 7. 12 minus 7 is 5. And moving on to the last group, 5 minus 3. 5 minus 3 is 2. Okay, so that is the answer for number 38. 6,270 minus 3,724 is 2,546. Okay. All right, I hope you have written down all the working. Now I'm going to clear the screen and moving on to the next number, which is number 39. Number 39 next. Number 39. $7,914 minus $4,444. Okay, what a number, 4444. Okay, now we can start from the right hand side. 4 minus 4, 0. 1 minus 4. Remember, small number minus big number. We have to borrow from the next group. If I take 1 from 9, that leaves only 8 here. And I get 10. I get 10 here. So if you give me 10, I now become 11 because 10 plus 1. 11 minus 4. 11 minus 4. The answer is 7. 8 minus 4. 8 minus 4. That is 4. And finally, 7 minus 4. 7 minus 4 is 3. So the answer is 3,470. Okay. Now we have come to the last question for today. So let's get on with it. So 9,042 minus 6,251. Okay. So let's get started with the most right-hand side. 2 minus 1. That's possible. Okay. 2 minus 1 is 1. 4 minus 5. 4 minus 5. Smaller numbers on top. So that means we have to borrow from the next group. But the next group has nothing. So the next group have to borrow from the next group too. Okay. So if you take 1 from 9, that leaves 8 here. And then here, the next group, okay, gets 10. 0 plus 10, 10. Okay. Now, I can borrow 1 from 10 now, leaving only 9 here. Okay. 4 borrow 1 from 10, leaving only 9. And now 4 gets 10. 4 gets 10. 4 plus 10 is 14. All right. Now we can do it. 14 minus 5 is possible now because 14 is bigger than 5. 14 minus 5 is 9. 14 minus 5 is 9. All right, let's look at the next group now. 9, okay? Remember, we have crossed all these out, so we only have 9 left. 9 minus 2. 9 minus 2 is 7. Okay, moving on to the last group. 8 minus 6. 8 minus 6 is 2. Okay, so that is it. That is the answer for number 40, 9,042 minus 6,251 is 2,791. So that is the answer for number 40. All right. Remember, if you need more practice, if you need to look at the video again, you can always go back and replay the video during your own free time. Okay. To be able to do the next few questions later, this is what we are going to do next time when we meet. Okay. We will put them in the format that we have learned from 31 all the way to 40. Okay. You can do them first if you want before the next session. And then you can check your answers and also your working, okay, during the next video. So I'm going to clear the screen now. Okay, so that's all the time we have for today. So I'll see you next time. Bye.